to Chevans Music, your home for guitar mastery. Thanks again for joining me for another great guitar tutorial. This is one of my favorite lessons to teach, your first chords. So say you got a guitar, you're really interested in the instrument, you have no idea where to start. This is a great place to start. We're going to talk about two things today. Strumming and chord movement, two chords in particular. But before that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all of my fans out there. I couldn't do this without all of you, so thank you. Let's get into it. All right, so let's talk about your first chord. So first of all, you would need to tune your guitar. And, I suggest apps for that, especially in the beginning. Your ear's just not developed enough to be able to tune the guitar by ear, especially if you're a brand new guitarist. So I recommend apps like Guitar Tuna, GitTune, G-U-I-T-U-N-E, some great apps out there to help you tune your guitar. So do that first. I might do a video on that in the future. Leave a comment if you need me to do a video on how to tune your guitar, which would be a great one, I think. So the first chord we're going to talk about is a great two-finger chord, E minor. And we're going to name the fingers of our, we're going to number the fingers of our right hand, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to use fingers 2 and 3 to make E minor. We're going to put our second finger on the A string, right, which is the 5th string, the second lowest string on the 2nd fret, and then the third finger is going to go right below it, tuck it right up under there on the D string. And the lowest string that you're going to strum is the low E string. So you're going to put your pick here. Let's hold our pick like that. Right, with 2 fingers, and we're going to put our pick on the lowest string and strum down. Should sound like that. For your first chord, you might have some of this. That just means you need to arch your fingers a little more. Put your thumb behind. That'll help. If you put your thumb behind, you can really get the... There we go. Let's look at that, and let's take it off, and then I like to have students shake it, shake it, shake it, and see if you can put it back. Your second and third fingers on the 2nd fret, A and D string. So here we go. We're going to put it back. Let's play it again. Let's do it one more time. Take it off, shake it, shake it, shake it. And we're making muscle memory right here by doing this, by taking the shape off and kind of putting it back. We're teaching our fingers that this is how to make an E minor. So later, when we've been playing, for 6 months or so, you'll just be able to say, E minor. Okay, yeah, no problem. There it is, E minor. So we got our E minor. Let's just strum it a little bit. Here we go. Down strums. Pretend like the strings are just one string, right? You're not going to go. You're going to go all the way down. Just pretend like you're strumming one string all at the same time. The next chord we're going to talk about is an A2, and we're going to look at this shape, and this is a great exercise in how to think about how chords move. We're just going to move this shape. Right? The fingers are close together and on the same fret. We're going to move it all up one string, just like that. So we had E minor, and now we have A2 right there. Now this time we're not going to play the low E string. We're going to play from the A string down. The A string is, remember, the 5th string, or the second lowest string. This one right here. We're going to put our pick right there and just strum down. Oh, that's a nice dimensional chord. I love the sound of that. Let's take it off, shake it, shake it, shake it. See if we could put it back. Right on 2 and 3, 2nd fret, D and G strings. Check out the chart there. Let's play it again. Now let's see if we can strum this one. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to strum it. I'm strumming this, I like to put my pick in between the E and the A string just to make sure I don't play the E string. If you play the E string, you get this big muddy sound, right? The E string is a very powerful string. If you play it, you'll hear it. So we want to put the pick right there in between them. Let's take it off, shake it, shake it, shake it. See if we can put it back. A2, fingers 2 and 3. 2nd fret, D and G string. There we go. All right, so how many chords do we know, folks? We know 2 chords. We know E minor, and then we move this E minor shape up 1 string, and we have an A2. E minor, A2. Good stuff. Now, let's just do some easy down strums, and this is the harder part of guitar. And we're just going to do this with 2 easy chords. We're going to learn how to switch between chords. Now, I've kind of already told you how to think about it, right? You're going to play an E minor. We're going to put that up there, and when we change to the A2 chord, we're just going to think about moving our fingers up 1 string and holding it down, plucking from the A string down. So here we go. Exercise. We're going to play the E minor 4 times, and then we're going to change to the A2 and play it 4 times. And the key is to try and not pause in between them. Can you do it? Maybe not yet, but in a little bit. With a little practice, you'll get it. So here we go, E minor. We're going to play it nice and slow. 1, 2, ready, E minor. 2, 3, and change to A2. There you go. And back to E minor. There we go. Now we're trucking. And A2. Back to E minor. You're doing great. A2. And E minor. Now, did you find that difficult to keep up? Maybe so, but remember, if you're doing this by yourself, you can do it any speed you want. You can go as slow as you want. You could go super slow and chill. And then we change. But the whole point is to play everything with a tempo. Does that make sense? So you can anticipate when the next chord's about to happen. You don't want to pause, make the chord, and then play it. And here's my key tip for that. If you have a trouble pausing in between chords, strum anyway. See if you can make your right hand strum the chord anyway, and I guarantee you it'll start to speed your left hand up because your right hand stops because it's waiting on this hand. Make it strum anyway. Strumming and playing guitar, playing chords down here is like patting your head and rubbing your belly. If you've ever tried to do that, it's hard to do those 2 different things because your hands aren't used to doing 2 separate things at the same time. And we're going to train our hands to do that. So by doing that, I want you to just strum anyway if you don't have the chord. Let's give it a shot. We're going to play it on E minor. 1, 2, 3, and change even if you don't have the chord. A2. There we go. We got it a little late. Let's change back. Oh, we didn't have the chord. Let's put it back. There we go. A lot of times, and I've seen this many, many times over my many, many years of teaching, just saying the words, just keep strumming, will fix a lot of problems. So if you're having trouble switching chords, and I bet a lot of you are if you're watching this video, just keep strumming. Try that for a little bit. With just these 2 simple chords, just keep strumming those. All right, let's do a different strum pattern here. We're going to do a super common strum pattern, but we're going to do something besides downstrokes. I want to give you something to strive towards, practice towards, but we're still only going to be using our 2 chords. We're going to be using a really simple strum pattern. And I'm going to hold an E minor down here. We're going to go down, down, up, and then you cross over and go up, down, up. All right, so it's down, down, up, down, up. So see if you can do that with me. Let's split it into 2 parts. We're going to go down, down, up. And now we're going to follow through and go up, down, up. So. Here comes A2. you noticed this, but there was a whole beat, or like half a beat there, where I just picked up my fingers and I kept strumming, and it sounded fine. Guitar players don't talk about that a lot, but you know, you don't have to wait to the last second to change chords. You can start changing chords as long as you keep strumming. That's the key. So let's try it again. Here we go. Down, down, up, down, up. Now we're going to change to an A2. Up, down, up. Watch my hand. See how that works? Alright gang, thanks again for hanging out with me today. I hope you got a lot out of that lesson. I had a lot of fun teaching it. I don't know if you can tell, but I absolutely love teaching, and I love it when people learn. So if you learned something, let me know in the comments. If you got something out of this, let me know in the comments. It always makes my day to see that. So, also, like, share, subscribe to the channel, all that great stuff. Go follow me on Instagram. I also have a Patreon, and if you'd love to support me, I do this full-time. I'm a full-time guitar content creator, and I also offer private lessons if that's something you're interested in. It's a lot of fun, and it works really well over Zoom. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email at chas@chassevansguitarist. You'll find all of that stuff down in the description. I'll see you guys at the next one, and keep on picking.